So now we got a little bit on why network marketing. We got a little bit on the story of SEACRET. We've got a little bit on why SEACRET is the premier place to be situated. So what do you need from there? When you got great products, you got compensation, you got time, you got all those things, the next thing you need to, in order to deliver on the promise of this industry from the financial perspective, is you need a system to be able to do it. Now today we're going to go over the system in detail, like what are the activities that are required? What's that 10,000 foot perspective that you can look out 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years from now and go, you know what? If I followed this program, I know that I could obtain results. And it's similar in almost every different area of life. If you're looking at health and fitness is an easy one because it's easy to grasp for most people. If I follow this program, I'm going to get a desired result. Now the time frame might vary slightly, but there's systems and recipes that if you follow, create a desired result. I want you guys to understand that there are very simple systems, and we're going to go over those here today. But from a system perspective, I just want to get you to understand that the system is your business. So you want to study it, understand it, follow it, learn it, teach it, devour it, defend it, own it, live it, breathe it. Your financial freedom in this industry is how well you can learn and leverage the system of your company. Financial freedom in this industry is dependent on that. Why? Because when you're people dependent, you can only work with so many people. You only got 24 hours in a day. So if you want to leverage your income beyond your daily hours, you need to have something that can support masses of people. So what we're talking about is becoming system dependent instead of people dependent. Now at the end of the day, the system is run by people, but if people are running a system that can manage or help educate, inspire, enlighten millions, then you've got something that you can really work with. So we're going to be going over it, but I need you to grasp the concept of this because many of you guys are still working so hard because you're not understanding the importance of plugging in and promoting a system through your business. Now, are there network marketers that work very hard for little pay? Are there network marketers that work smart and make a fortune? Yes. Now, from an employment standpoint, most people that come in employed have a challenge because they want to know everything before they do everything. Like everyone's waiting for all the lights to turn green before they'll leave the house. You know, I need to understand it all before I get in. That would be true if this was a job. It's not. It's a business. The learning curve of understanding is you don't need to know anything in the beginning but the system and how to follow it. This is a vehicle. I need you to get the grasp of this. This is a very simple concept, okay? Like for me, I have no clue how the inner workings of my engine and my car work. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. When I turn that key or press the button and it starts, I don't really know exactly what happens. I don't know what pistons fire and all this stuff. I don't. I know a few basic things that allow me to use and operate it. There's a steering wheel, left, right, put it in drive. The pedal on the right goes. The other pedal stops it. Are you guys with me? That's about what most of you know about your vehicle too. So why that's important is this. I didn't read the entire owner's manual, like many of you, before you got inside that vehicle and started going 80 miles an hour down the freeway. You needed to know a few basic principles of the system that was designed for you to use the vehicle. Now, should you know more of it? Of course, yeah. You can learn it as you go, but you get to earn while you learn. I'm going to give you a couple examples on systems just because, it's so prevalent. I know Joe talked about it earlier, but McDonald's, holy cow. Like, I bet if we were really to think about it, the best burger you've ever had in your life, you're probably not thinking a Big Mac. Now, if you are, there's something wrong with you, right? McDonald's is not in the system of delivering the best quality product. They just deliver more products with a simple system to more people on the planet than anybody else in the world. This billion-dollar corporation run by teenagers, and it's all over the world. The Catholic Church and McDonald's are competing for owns the most land. McDonald's, actually, when you look at their enterprise, they are not in the business of selling hamburgers. They're in the business of purchasing real estate. What they're doing is they're purchasing distribution centers all over the world. And then they created a very simple way for people to access fast their product. So when you look at it, their system is so simple, right? Like how many of you guys have worked at a McDonald's? Anyone here worked at a McDonald's? Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. So that's about it. Out of the room, only a couple. Now, Just real quick, just for sake of example, everyone do me a favor, close your eyes. If you're driving and listening to this, don't do this. All right? Close your eyes. What I want you to do is I want you to walk into the McDonald's, okay? I want you to take a deep breath. You smell the fries? Oh, yeah. Right? So you walk up to the counter, right? You're walking up to the counter, keep your eyes closed. You're looking up at the board. You're looking at what to order. What kind of meal do I want? Do I want a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, right? And the cashier's there. And you're like, what do we want? You're like, I want a 1. They're like, do you want fries with that? And you're like, yes, I do. Right? Everyone do me a favor with your eyes closed. I want you to point to the French fry machines. Everybody open your eyes. Isn't that crazy? They're on the left every time. Why? Because the McFlurries are on the right. Isn't that the system? That's crazy. Now, just real quick, play with me. If you order, I want you to get this, right? If you order a hamburger, the color, the wrapping on the hamburger, what color is the hamburger wrapping? White. Cheeseburger, what? Fish fillet, what? Used to be, but now it's in a what? What? Now, here's what's crazy. Only 3 people in this room have actually worked at a McDonald's. Now, most of you in this room don't even eat McDonald's anymore. But their system is so stupid simple that even those that don't work there know their system. That's crazy. Now, what I want you guys to really just grasp onto here is this. Study the system, okay? Because what it's going to allow you to do is allow you to become system, have an organization that is system dependent. Something that's going to run away from you, that's going to leave your neighborhood, leave your city, go from block to block, neighbor to neighbor, state to state, province to province. How many of you guys would like to expand country to country? Right? Now, in order to build an organization that is that large, you need to have a system that's kind of idiot-proof in a way, to where a new person with no experience can take a look at this and go, you know what? I can do that. Because people, when they look at a business, they're asking themselves consciously and subconsciously different questions. One of those questions is, do I have the time? If what you're doing is so complicated that they go, you know what? This looks good, but just I don't have the time to participate. I don't see how this can fit inside of my busy world. You must have a system that is able to show somebody how on a limited time frame they can go out there and create results. They don't need to be massive, but they need to be enough for somebody to go, you know what? I can see how if I did that over a period of time, I could get everything that I wanted. I need to be able to have a system that I can start off spare time and then work my way up. So I need to have that. So number one, do I have the time? The other thing they're asking is, can I do it? You need a system that allows somebody with no experience to be able to share the secret, opportunity, and story and products with somebody with no experience. To be able to communicate the message to somebody. Because how many of you guys agree the message of Secret is amazing, yes? But a person needs to be able to be a messenger of the information very easily and effectively by giving somebody something that they can watch, see, experience that doesn't have anything to do with them. Because when people are evaluating Secret, I don't want them to be evaluating me. I want them to be evaluating Secret. I want them to be evaluating the products. I want them to be evaluating the company, the story, the information. I don't want them to be evaluating me, because usually when someone gets introduced to this industry, they're introduced by somebody that's on their way to becoming successful. They're not successful when they're introduced. I was introduced to this industry by somebody that was brand new to the industry. If I was judging her success based on whether or not I could succeed or what was available, I probably would have said no. Or I'll see how you do first. Come back to me when you're successful. But when I was evaluating the business and the company, I wasn't evaluating it based on her. I was evaluating it based on the information she gave me that had nothing to do with her.
This concept is one of the most important philosophies for you to grasp as quickly as you possibly can. And the reason I say that is because when I made my start in this industry years ago, I can tell you I messed it all up. I shot myself in the foot so bad because I took all the information I was excited about and I literally just vomited all over the people that I knew. The challenge was that they didn't respect me as an expert because they just knew me for the dance teacher. Now, if I went to them to talk to them about dance, they would listen. But when I came at them with something out of left field that they didn't know me as or know me about, I got hit with so much skepticism. And it was hard because that negativity really set me back for months when I first launched my business. And even when I got started here in Secret, because I knew this philosophy, I was able to move so quickly because prior to Secret, I knew nothing about skincare. I mean, I use soap like sometimes. So I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, but what I loved about Secret, knowing this concept, allowed me to get myself out of my own way. So that way, my success or lack thereof, or knowledge on skincare or lack thereof, didn't get in the way of someone receiving the message about Secret properly. They weren't evaluating me, Jesse Macpherson, the broke hip-hop dance teacher. They were evaluating the $800 million global enterprise that is the best skincare line on the planet called Secret. Now let's take you back to our live event so you can learn the best way to launch your business and help every new person use our blueprint system so you and they will have the best possible chance of success in Secret.